Okay, this is Module 1, Integer Concepts, and now we're moving on to Lesson 2, which is Compare and Order Integers on a Number Line. Vocab word for today is inequality. An inequality is a mathematical sentence that shows the relationship between quantities that are not equal. So our inequalities, here's an example. -3 is less than 5. This is the less than sign. If you need to make that mark in your notes, make sure you're doing that. 2 is greater than -4. So inequalities are less than and greater than signs. Okay, let's head to the left-hand side. The table below shows the elevations above or below sea level of several lakes. Sea level is considered to be an elevation of 0 feet. So we have Belden Lake at -18.5. Let me get this in a little closer for you so you can actually see it. So we have Belden Lake at -18.5 feet, Forest Lake at 90, Springbrook Lake at -75.2, Western Lake at 44.5, and Pleasant Lake at 4.5. First one, how could you use a horizontal number line to compare the elevations? Basically, they're just saying to put you don't have to write this. Let's just talk about it for a second. We're going to graph them on the number line, and then you just compare where you have the dots on the number line. What happens to elevations as you move right on the number line? So if we have a number line, just going to draw a quick one right here. We have 0. All negative numbers are on the left-hand side. All positive numbers are on the right-hand side. So as we move to the right, what happens? The elevations get bigger, the elevations increase, something like that. So I'm going to write elevations increase. What happens as you move to the left? So instead of increasing, the elevations decrease. Which lake is at a lower elevation? We're going to look at Springbrook and Forest. So Springbrook is right here. Forest is right here. Which one's lower? Obviously Springbrook, because it's a negative number. Forest is a positive number. So Springbrook is lower. Because it's negative. Oops, I'm sorry. Which lake is at a higher elevation? We're looking at Belden or Springbrook. So Belden is -18.5. Springbrook is -75.2. So still, Springbrook is lower, but on this one is asking for higher. Belden Lake is higher because it's -18.5. Belden is higher. Because -18.5 is farther on the right-hand side of the number line. On the right-hand side. The farther on the right that you are, the bigger the number you're at. How can you use the number line to order them? So we'd graph them. Graph the numbers. Then write the numbers. In order from left to right. Okay, moving on to this car problem. Deshaun, Chris, Tanya, and Austin play a game. Each turn a player can lose a point or win a point. At the end of the game, the scores are shown. Graph the scores on the number line. So here are our scores. We have 2. So we're going to put 2, and I'm going to write 2. -4 is over here, so I'm going to write -4. We have -5, which is already labeled, and then 3. Is Deshaun's, so we have Deshaun right here, or Tanya's score greater? Deshaun got a 2. Tanya got a -5. Deshaun's better on this game. His score is greater. So Deshaun. Let's look at Chris and Tanya. Is Chris's score greater than Tanya's? Chris got a -4. Tanya got a -5. If we look here, -5 is farther on the left-hand side, meaning it's smaller than -4. So Chris's score is greater. So, is it? Yes. And apparently I typed that twice for some reason, so we're just going to skip this one. Use the number line to write the scores from least to greatest. How did you find the correct order? So we have -5, -4, 2, and 3. How did you find the correct order? They are in order. Right. When you write them down left to right, they go up. So if you have your dots on correctly, it's going to be correct when you write them out.